Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have the Siege on Cybertron box set. But as you can see down here, have the sticker that says that it's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. I know that people were actually able to find this in Canada at Toys R Us's. Up here it shows that it includes a little poster. Here are the pictures of all 5 of the figures that are in the set. So, and each size class is represented in each one of these box sets. So we have the Titan Master here, which is Thunderwing. Then we have our Legend size figure, which is Pounce. Then we have our Deluxe size figure, which is Metal Hawk and Voyager, Voyager Tidal Wave, and Leader class Magnus Prime. So I don't know why they decided to call him that. That is not his name at all. But it is Power Master Optimus Prime, but it is the Japanese version with the feet and arm modification, so that you can actually use God Bomber on him. The rest of the box, up on the top here, we have once again our different figures. So, and then coming here to the side, we have some more of the artwork. And this lets us know that this is supposed to be part of the strength set. Over here, they do have, which a lot of people have pointed out, they have their, their lingo, their warning labels and such. But they do have Beast Wars logo on here. A lot of people think that that is just to hold the copyright, and that they put that on there. But it does have it on the bottom here also. So there is no Beast Wars figure in here. There is an Armada figure, but no Beast Wars figure. So on the back here, you can see all the different figures, and they don't have them in all of their modes. They only have them in 2 different modes. So coming down here, let's lower this down a little bit so you can see all the actual figures. You have Thunderwing here. You have Pounce, Metal Hawk, Tidal Wave, and Magnus Prime. Here, along with the bio that's up here that you can't actually read. Okay, so since you can't actually read that up there, I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. It says, "Thunderous power awaits on Cybertron, where the strongest bots in the universe clash in a battle of cataclysmic power. As a crew of formidable Decepticons ambush an indestructible Autobot defense unit, they deploy their ultimate weapon, Thunderwing, to unleash sky-shattering destruction on the Autobots." So, Thunderwing is their secret weapon, which is this little bitty dude here. And he'll actually be the one that I'm focusing on in this review, and then I'll end up going down the line with next largest to next largest to next largest. So it'll be Pounce, it'll be Metal Hawk, then Tidal Wave, then Magnus Prime. So, and the only thing left on the box is actually on the bottom, and it has that large Titan's Return logo on there. So let's go ahead and open up the box here. So inside the box, you can see we have all of our figures here, and in various modes. So most of them are actually in their alt modes, except for Optimus, which he is in his robot mode, in a weird halfway transformed robot mode type thing. Here, put this off the side. He does actually have his Titan Master inside of his head, and you can't see that from where I'm at, but he is actually in here already. You have Pounce down here. He doesn't have a headmaster. You have Thunderwing here, Pounce here. Then you have Metal Hawk here, along with his Titan Master. It's up here. You can't really see it. There you go, right there. Then you have Tidal Wave here, along with his Titan Master right there. And then you have the ships that come with Tidal Wave. So, all right. So inside the box here, we have the poster So it's the same artwork that's on the front of the box. And then we have on the back of that, there is another bio. There's another bio back here, and usually, like last time, the bio actually extends and goes on a little bit more. Yeah, and that is the case. So if you want to, here, let me get this into frame. So if you want to read this at your own leisure, here it is. It goes up to the back of the box, actually goes up to here. So the rest of this onward is brand new stuff. So, alright, so here is basically all the different bios along with the technical data of each of the figures that are in here. They don't all have, see, look, Tidal Wave is the only one that has the actual bio or added attributes for his Titan Master, which Prime, Pounce wouldn't have it, and Metalhawk don't. So, but they do each have a bio in there. I don't know if you'll be able to. You'll probably be able to read that. You can pause that and read that on his. So his strength is pretty high on there. So I would assume that anything that you add this guy to is going to give you that these extra boosts right here. And then you come over here to Magnus Prime, and you should be able to pause that and read that at your own leisure. And looks like he's pretty much all 10s except for his speed, which is a 9. And then Pounce here, you should be able to pause that and read that at your own leisure here. Looks like his different stats are his two highest are at 7. Then with Metalhawk is a mission leader, and there's his bio there. If you want to pause and read that, or you could probably read that just right now. Looks like his highest attribute is his speed, which is a 10. And then we have Tidal Wave here. And there's his bio. And so you could see that for some reason they added his Titan Master onto there, and they didn't add anybody else's. But the weird thing is, like the last set, they don't give the names of their Titan Masters, and even Tidal Wave they didn't give his. So they clearly show that he adds to him, but they didn't give him a name. So. And then in a plastic bag you get the instructions, and you get this little card, it's an art card. Let me go ahead and open that up for you. So the art card is, like its name states, an art card. And you have this Transformers Generations logo like you did with the Combiner Wars cards. And then we have the two sets of instructions. So one set of instructions is for Magnus Prime, the front and back of it. Oh, and it has Pounce on there also. So, oh, and Thunderwing. So it's not just for Magnus Prime. And then this set of instructions has Tidal Wave on the front, and then on the back it has Metalhawk. Alright, so the figure that I'm going to be focusing on today is going to be the Titan Master, and here he is right here. Let me see if I can get it to focus in on him and not to this background. But here is Metalhawk right here. Not Metalhawk. This is Thunderwing here. I temporarily messed up because I was thinking metal. Huh, weird. This guy is a little bit different than Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime. And in that Rodimus Prime, I assumed that the feet were metal. Thunderwing, he does not have metal feet. So the chest area, along with the head back here, are made out of metal, and that's it. So, it looks nice. It does. It just, there's no body for it. And there's not really anything that's kind of close. Well, like with the last video, I had a Hot Rod figure, and that kind of naturally went with him because that was Rodimus Prime. Now, this one, the kind of closest thing that I could think of is maybe Trigger Happy. He kind of has some elements that may kind of go with it, especially if you go in and you were to paint like these parts green, then you could do these black right here, and you can make elements of him. You'd have to turn this red, and like the arms would, I think, have to be all black. You could change some of the wing on here. He does have these fins back here, these dorsal fins. So, you know, I think he would be a good match. He wouldn't be a good match for like size, because in the comics he's supposed to be huge. But if you used something in the larger line of figures, his head wouldn't match, just because the gosh, in this figure, I don't like him very much, because he is really hard to there we go. Okay, so I got the head on. So he doesn't look half bad on this figure. The point that I was trying to get at is that for his size, you would need, and to be of the proper size scale, you would need something along the size of Sky Shadow. The only issue with that is that then this head wouldn't match. His head would be way too small. Anything that size actually has something that goes over it, so you would have to probably make a new head for him that would go over, kind of like Prime does, which would defeat the purpose of actually having this. So that'll go ahead and do it for this review. Don't forget to check out all my other reviews for this box set, which is the Siege on Cybertron from Titan's Return. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook. This has been Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys next time.